Our final category is going to be our oblique or our rotational exercises. We're going to start these off with a heel tap. Again, here's another exercise that I see a lot of people not doing correctly in the gym. You know, I see a lot of this, like just not purposeful movements. I see a lot of like a lot of weird torso movements. But what we want to do is contract. We're trying to contract each of our obliques. Okay, we're using our hand to try to touch the inside of our arch of our foot just as a target, just to make sure that we get a good range of motion. So all we're going to do is come up, create tension, and now I'm going to squeeze to the other side, squeeze, very purposeful through each of those repetitions. Again, keeping contraction and understanding here, like I'm trying to squeeze here. Now I'm trying to squeeze over here. Focus, focus, focus. We're going to head outside for some more. Continuing with our oblique and rotational exercises, came outside. I'm going to use a band and a handle to do what I call a mid-level rotational exercise. Experiment with how the band is coming at you and the angle of your body. I want to so when I do these, bringing this way, I'm really working this oblique. So I'm going to try to position myself in a way that this is most challenged or most exercised. Does that make sense? So from here, I'm going to grab and I'm just going to rotate, squeeze, and back slow. Back in control. There's 1, 2, 3. Super simple, but make sure you do both sides. Now, the next exercise that we can do here is a high to low. I'm even going to pop that up a little bit higher. Again, just gives us a little bit different angle of attack. So from here, I'm going to go high and I'm going to come down low. Reminds me of swinging an axe. And I can really feel these. So I'm really, really squeezing right there. Great exercise. Remember, we're shooting for 15 to 20 reps. Now, let me show you a non-rotational exercise. And here's what I mean by non-rotational. You know, so often we want our body to rotate, but not all the time. Sometimes we want to be able to hold our body stable so it's not rotating. Here's a great way to train that. I'm going to take this handle and I'm going to bring it out to my sternum. And I'm really going to get some tension on here, but right to my sternum. And I'm focused, I am laser beam focused. I'm set up like an athlete, little flex to the knees, and I'm gonna drive forward. As I drive forward, this tension increases, but I'm not gonna let the band bring me back. I'm not. That is my goal. I am not going to rotate. So again, from here, everything's dialed in, drive it out and back. There's 1 rep. 2, 3. Great exercise. Again, make sure you hit both sides. Just a couple more oblique exercise options for you. This is what I call an oblique crunch. These are a little challenging also. To do these, we want to stack up. We want to, as best as possible, make sure that our shoulders, hips, and feet are in alignment. My leg that is down to the ground, I like to have back. So I'm going to set up this way. Again, I try to be in alignment. I'm working the oblique that's down towards the ground. I'm going to dip and come up and squeeze. Dip, come up and squeeze. Now, some people find that to be challenging on the wrist. Another option would be to do it off of your elbow. I will tell you this, you don't get quite as much range of motion, but it's still a great exercise. Give those a try. And the last one that I wanted to mention is our Russian twist. So you can do these Russian twists without a weight. So I'm going to create tension and I'm going to try to keep my feet off the ground. If you need to do these with your feet on the ground, then so be it. So here's how we're going to do a Russian twist. With my feet on the ground, arms straight. The straighter your arms are, the more challenging it's going to be because of leverage and weight, okay? So what we're going to do, and again, I see this all the time at the gym. This is nothing. I see people with heavy weights. This is nothing. We're literally doing nothing. So what I want you to do, You can have your feet on the ground if you want. Arms up, we're gonna rotate. My eyes are following my hand. Rotate, rotate. If I can, I wanna bring my feet up. Oh yeah, that makes it a lot harder. Contraction the whole time. And if you wanna add a little extra challenge, grab a weight. So I'll try to do these. Up, rotate, and my eyes are following the weight. And I'm feeling that back and forth across my obliques the entire time. Lots of options for you.